Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase the rank of your website in Google search results, get it onto the first page, the search volume and traffic that these top sites are getting, along with the amount of new leads that will be coming directly to your business. So to demonstrate this, I've done a couple searches for garage door and garage door repair in Pittsburgh, and I've just taken the top companies in each of these search results, as well as your own website, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on your site that it uses to determine your position in the search results. And then it rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So just briefly looking at some of the numbers, we can see why these websites are outranking yours and being listed at the top of the page. But let me just go through a little bit of detail on what these numbers mean and then how you can improve them. So when Google is looking to determine in what order to rank websites for search results, it uses two different factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site, which is basically just a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And that acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if say the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best garage door companies in the Pittsburgh area, and in that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there's a lot of different types of domains or websites that can link back to yours, including any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases, maybe any companies that you work with or manufacturers that you distribute their products. However, one very important and strong type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. They're usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. Now, if we take a look at some of the competition, you can see why Google is trusting these websites more than yours as they've built so much authority based on the number of websites that are linking back to them. But just something to note here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these, it's also determined by the quality. So some websites are more spammy than others, so we need to be having sites that are highly authoritative and trustworthy, as well as relevant to the services that you offer in your industry, linking back to yours. Now, the second factor for ranking a website is based on the content on the page. So if we take a look here at your keywords, these are all the words and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your website, and then the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do a little bit of research based on the market and also some of your competition to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and then the areas that you service, and make sure that those are being properly used and found on your website. So for instance, garage door repair Pittsburgh is being searched 450 times a month. Right now, you're in the 13th position, which is going to put you onto the second page. If you're on the first page, 450 people a month will be seeing your website when they search. Now, we're usually very conservative, and Google estimates about 10% of total search volume would turn into an actual lead for the business, whether through a phone call or a form submit email. So that's 45 potential new leads every month just off of this one keyword. Now, obviously, the conversion rate might change and the profit margin per job is different for every job, but you can see just how the sheer number of leads coming into the business per month can add up to some revenue at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And that's just for one keyword phrase. So then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keyword phrases and making sure that those are being ranked properly on your website as well. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these on your site. So if we take a look at it here, the layout is looking good. We've got all the information that people could want right at the top. What I would suggest though is that nowadays a majority of people are using their mobile device to search. So we want to mobile optimize your website, meaning the phone number should be what we call click to call. So they can hit it with their thumb on their screen and it'll automatically populate the number into their dialer. Same thing with any kind of emails. You want to just automatically put your email address into whatever email server they're using. The only issue that I'm finding on your page is just the amount of content on it. And the reason why that's a problem is because Google doesn't care what the layout looks like. It's a computer, so all it's going to do is come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in search results. Now, while it's counting all those words, it's also searching for the keywords. So any kind of the services that you offer and then all the areas you want to service. Now, this is where the number of words on the page particularly comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or locations or keywords in general you want to be found for means that the more content that has to be added to your page in order to support it and qualify. Now, if we see how this looks in search results, at the top of any search result is going to be what's called the Google Map Pack. This is a fairly important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're at the top of the page. Now, to be listed in here is free. You just need to fill out your Google Business profile, which is part of your Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. When doing so, you want to fill out as much information as you possibly can, including all the services you offer, your areas you service, even your hours of operation. And then you can optimize it so that way you can increase your ranking in this list by things like your business description. You're allowed 750 characters. You want to use all those and put some keywords in there as well. You want to take photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service area and post those, as well as posting updates to your Google profile on a regular basis. Then try to collect as many reviews, and then you want to get in as many of those citations as you can. Your name, address, and phone number, you want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. Now, underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. Now, this is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once your website is ranked at the top, you'll be getting all that volume, traffic, and leads coming directly to your business. So I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business, specific locations or services that you want to try to gain some traction in, and then we could do some research to find out what it would take for you to reach those. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.